Hi, I'm Emily.
Hi, I'm Alex.
And this is Girls Who Music.
Welcome back to Girls Who Music. We are in Tamaki Makaurau with Lontalius. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming. We start off every episode with a song of the week, which is just a song that you've been really enjoying or a song that's really been resonating with you.
Yeah, my song is Again by Lenny Kravitz.
Oh my god, yes.
Because you just went to his gig,
Yeah.
right? Oh yeah. It looked pretty crazy. Was
Yeah.
it incredible?
Because I got a free ticket and I'll go to any show that someone takes me to. I don't really care. And I thought it was going to be fun, but I didn't have like really high expectations. But I like really loved it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so good.
What a cool surprise. I love that.
Yeah. It's always such a treat going to see people play live. Like, it's really surprising sometimes. So that's sick that you had that experience.
Well, because that song, I had it on a Now That's What I Call Music soundtrack, like compilation. And like when that song's from like 2001 or something. So I must have been like 5. Then I think hearing the song at the show was like, this is the first time I've heard the song in like at least 20 years.
Oh my god. That must have brought back so many emotions.
It felt crazy.
Yeah, Blast from the Past.
Whoa.
That would have been so good.
That would have tripped me out.
What's your song of the week?
My song of the week is called Die on This Hill by an artist called Sienna Spiro. She's very like jazz, I guess, like similar sounding voice to Olivia Dean. The song is the lyrics, it's just got so much like beauty and depth, and her voice is really rich. Like, it's just beautiful. The lyrics make me feel very emotional, but like it's just a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's a sad song.
Very sad song. But I love it. So
Yeah,
I'm going to keep listening to it and then feeling sad.
yeah.
What's your song of the week?
Mine is La Perla by Rosalia. I'm just like obsessed with her new album and that song.
It's such a
I think
good
that
album.
song is after Berghain on the
Yeah, I think it is on
album.
the...
It's such a beautiful song. I mean, the whole album is just like a work of art. So
Yeah, it's very artistic in the way that she's done it. Have you listened to her much?
Yeah, well, I loved Motomami, the last one. The new one, I need more time with it because it's so like cinematic and big, which I feel like is not really to my taste usually. So I really have to like sit down and
no, I totally get that. It took me a few listens too, and I think it is quite jarring going from like Motomami to Lux, but I just think I'm just like, yes, like
Great
keep going.
range.
Yeah.
well, I love it when an artist does something that's like
Different.
or just she's clearly doing her own thing. So even if I don't like it, I'm happy for her. You know
you
what
can,
I mean?
like, appreciate
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
I
totally.
love that. Ellie and
Yeah.
I talk about that often, how we can appreciate people's art in the form of music, but not necessarily for it to be to our taste.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important being in that industry as well, that you just have appreciation for it.
Well, it's such an interesting thing of like, you get your like Spotify Wrapped and it's all your most played stuff, but like sometimes your favorite thing, you won't listen to it
Yes.
1,000 times,
Yeah.
you know? They're kind of different things, like some stuff that you really appreciate for its artistic quality versus something you want to listen to all the time. They can be different things.
Yeah,
Yes, you're
that's
so right.
true.
So tell us about yourself as Eddie, but also as Lontalius and also as Race Banyan.
Yeah.
How did you start into creating music and then form Lontalius and Race Banyan? Because they're very different, the two of them.
Yeah.
There was a while where I think it was all Lontalius for a long time. I started making music when I was I started playing guitar when I was like 8, 9, and then I started writing songs pretty quickly. And then I think when I got finally got a computer in my room, I started recording, and I was putting stuff on like MySpace and YouTube, and I loved making music and then sharing it with people.
Did you grow up in a musical family?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, more or less. My dad's really into music and he had a guitar lying around, so I was sort of around it, but not in a kind of professional way.
So yeah, you started in your room with a little computer and then you just kept uploading music, you kept creating. And how did you get to Lontalius?
Lontalius, because I'd been making music with friends, and then I got like offered to play a show when I think I was 13.
oh wow.
Yeah, like honestly, you were so young.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's nuts.
The thing I remember about that show is that I'd never sung in public before. So I was so nervous.
valid to be nervous at 13, singing in front of people when you've never sung in front of people before.
But I think I had a song that I didn't have a name for, so I just went on Wikipedia and I went random article, and I found Lontalius, and I liked the sound of it. So it was just a song name at first, but then I was like, it's it's a pretty good artist name. I like that it doesn't mean anything, you know? It's so many band names are, when you really think about band names, most of them are like so stupid.
Yeah. We're always like asking people, so how did you come up with your name? And it's usually just like
Something really stupid.
Yeah.
Well, it just like at a certain point, it just doesn't matter. Like when it becomes like Coldplay or something, like it's just such a stupid name.
You're actually so valid.
But you don't think about it. It's just they're just Coldplay.
Yeah.
So 13, that was your first performance.
Yeah.
And then from there, how did you evolve and grow? Because your growth was quite like substantial, but also steady in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you played at your first laneway when you were really young. We'll touch on laneway
Yeah.
later, but it's pretty crazy.
For Lontalius, I just kept kind of making music and eventually kind of had a band together and we were playing shows in Wellington. But I was also doing this electronic music and I decided at some point to split the two because they were getting a bit so different to each other. And Race Banyan is the name of an astronaut in a Simpsons episode.
I love that.
Which I just think it's such a great, like, I don't know, very like American kind of.
So American.
Yeah. And Race Banyan kind of became my main thing in my teenage years, just because I think it was at a time when there like wasn't a lot of dance music in kind of more indie spaces in Wellington. So I was just playing lots of shows, like weird shows. Like I would like play after a punk band.
Oh my god, no, I love that.
That's
though.
cool.
It was really fun. And yeah, I mean, I was just playing so much that eventually I started coming up to Auckland to play shows, and I played Laneway and Splore and Rhythm and Vines and all that stuff.
As Race Banyan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Lontalius at that time was kind of just something I was doing sort of on the side. It was more kind of, I was doing these like covers on SoundCloud where I'd just put them online, and it was more for an international kind of audience. Like I wasn't doing a lot of shows.
So Race Banyan was definitely more like for like your New Zealand audience because
Yeah.
you're doing it live rather than
Yeah.
Lontalius.
So you moved over to the States? You
Yeah.
moved to LA? Was that as Race Banyan?
I think Race Banyan was kind of petering out a little bit. I think I didn't know how to transition from like playing live every weekend to making it a recorded thing or like making it work as a recorded thing. But sort of around that time, Lontalius started getting more attention, and I made an album, and then that got signed by this label in America, and it all kind of happened quite quickly. But then I moved to LA.
Yeah.
Wow. And how old were you when that happened?
I was 18, 19, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I saw that you've done a lot of music with a lot of other artists like Ty Dolla $ign and like Bruce and stuff. I was just like, what the hell? Like, that's insane. So how old were you when you did that?
Yeah, most of that stuff was 18, 19.
Oh my gosh. That is...
Were you just like...
Yeah, like, did you know at the time, like, what was happening? Or you just kind of...
No, it was pretty crazy.
That's like 18, 19. It's such a pinnacle moment for you as a person, as a
Yeah.
human. And then to be going through that like crazy experience of like moving countries into a really different country, being put in front of like huge artists like Ty Dolla $ign, like, and I'm sure being in different environments in terms of like recording and meeting different people and just being guided through. It must have just been like quite chaotic.
Yeah. Well, like all my memories, like I was just so shy
Yeah.
and all these things. Like I wish I could do it again now, because I feel like I'd be like, I don't think I said like 3 words to Ty Dolla $ign. I was just like this guy in the corner, just like happy to be there.
How did you find the process of creating the song, or like just like even just being signed with a large label?
Yeah, it was interesting because I was such a like digital native, you know, like I just put music online. I would finish a song and then upload it. There was no team involved, you know. So to transition from that to like finishing an album and then, you know, having to wait 6 months for it to come out and for all the vinyl to be made and all that stuff, I found it really difficult because it felt like it was kind of stifling my like creativity.
Yeah, like your creative flow that you were so used to of just like making, producing, it's out.
Yeah.
To wait, that would have felt quite
Yeah. Well, and then when I look back on it, I think, you know, I mean, I have no regrets, but like I think it probably would have made more sense for me to keep just doing stuff online. But I was really into the idea of kind of like, I wanted to like graduate from being an online artist to being like a real artist, you know? I wanted to make a real album and go on tour and do all that stuff.
have something physical in your
Yeah,
hand.
exactly. But I think once I was in that world, I realized it wasn't really made for me or the way I make music, you know. I was on like, you know, an indie label where, you know, it's a band will come record an album in 2 weeks and then go on tour for a year and then they do it again. Like that's the process of those bands, you know. Whereas I didn't really work that way.
Yeah, that's so valid. So how long were you over there for?
I was in LA for about 2 years.
And then did you just sort of make the decision to come back?
I bet I just ran out of money, basically.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's so expensive.
So expensive.
Yeah, and it just wasn't really working out. Because I wanted to write pop songs. Like I wanted to do sessions and be a songwriter, but I wasn't very good at it. It wasn't. I guess I was probably just too shy, too young, I didn't have the skills to because you have to work so hard to do that. You have to do a session every day, write 300 songs a year, and then maybe one of them will become something.
It's such a gamble, isn't it, really, making music or pop music specifically, because it's so unpredictable what will take or what will catch and what won't.
Yeah, and it's changing like literally every day.
Literally daily. Especially with back then we didn't have like TikTok or stuff, but now it's like, whoa. And so then when you moved back here to New Zealand, what was your creative process like?
It was good. I mean, I was back home in Wellington for a year, and I think I felt quite like, there's like a weight off my back almost.
Yeah. Did you kind of feel like, okay, I'm more grounded being here than over the States, and just feeling a bit like, not lost, but just maybe like it wasn't quite the process that you yourself enjoyed, so you weren't getting, out from it
feeling like yourself.
Well, there was so much pressure, I think. I think there always is in a place like LA, where it's like it's such an industry place, but also like I was like so young. I was,
oh my god, so young.
Everyone was kind of like, everyone was telling me I was going to be this big thing.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And that, I think at a certain point I was just like, I just couldn't handle it.
It's a lot of pressure when you're 18, 19 and people are coming to you and saying you're going to be the next big thing, keep going, and you're like, I'm tired. Secondly, this is very overwhelming.
Like that age, like you just have no idea, I mean, really what you're doing.
Or who you are.
Or,
And so then you went from Wellington to Auckland. And so in terms of you coming back from the States, how did you then go back into creating compared to before? And your creative process now in terms of releasing music, is it the same? Because you have released so much music. Is it because you create, produce, and then release? That process is quite quick for you, so you have been able to release a lot because you just like produce a lot of content in that way?
Well, I just, I split from the label, so I was independent, and I just thought I just need to make music. Because that's the only thing like I really regret about my time in LA, is that like I didn't make much music. It was a lot of like toiling away at the same songs, just trying to make them work. When, if I could go back now, I just should have written like 100 more songs. So I'm just trying to kind of take that energy now, just like, what am I gonna, in 30 years when I look back at this time, like, do I want to work on whatever 10 songs for the next 5 years, or do I want to just like keep making stuff and have a good time?
Do you want to go back at all, or do you have any, I guess, ideas or goals? Or
I mean, I do still really like it.
Do you go back at all?
I haven't been back in a year or so, but I mean, it's so much fun going over there to make music, hang out. So I do still want to keep doing that, but I have no interest in moving properly.
I also just like want to touch on, like, with Lontalius. I mean, I love your music. Comfortable is like probably one of my favorite songs. What is your actual process of creating the music? Like, do you write all these lyrics and then come up with the melody? Like, what is the process?
Usually I'm just playing guitar, or I often just kind of make like a kind of drone or like some kind of weird sounds and kind of loop that on the computer and then just fool around on top of it. I very rarely will write lyrics first. Every now and then there might be a line or something that I have in my notes app, but like usually I'm just playing guitar and then I just start singing and see what happens.
Before, when you were like, you said that you weren't good at writing lyrics, I'm like, your lyrics are amazing. I love them.
Your lyrics are very good.
Thanks.
They're very emotive. So that process for you writing lyrics, I mean, you said you're not good at it, but Emily and I would obviously disagree. Like we just said, your lyrics are very emotive. Is that quite difficult to kind of process those emotions as you're writing, or do you disconnect yourself?
I think I am disconnected, but it's very like, I mean, it's such an awesome experience that I think everyone should write songs, because it feels amazing. Because it's like reaching deep inside your brain and grabbing. Because I'll write a song, and then in the moment I won't really know what it's about, or I'll probably hate it. I'll just like, this is so boring. But then I'll listen the next day and I was like, oh, that's what I was feeling.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, exactly. We don't get a chance to do that much in our lives. Of like, we're always like overthinking, and our brains are like 110% all the time. But writing a song, it's like so like subconscious.
I wish I could just boop,
Yeah.
like stuff.
How long does it usually take you to create a song? Or is it just like vary? Every song is completely different.
It's pretty quick. I don't like working on stuff for long. If I get bored or I will start doing too much, you know, I'll ruin it before.
Like think about it too much.
Yeah.
Or you'll just like pick at it and
Yeah,
then
exactly.
it changes too much.
So I mean, I try to do everything in one sitting, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go back in and maybe re-record some parts or whatever, but I very rarely change lyrics or something, which I get self-conscious about that, because sometimes in the moment you write a lyric that's like not amazing, but it's like, it'll do. But I find that when I go in and rewrite it, I'm kind of trying too hard. So
Right, because you're trying to make it better.
Yeah.
But really what it is fine.
It's fine, yeah.
Well, because the music I like the most is just like expressive. Like
Yeah.
I don't like stuff that's like overly poetic or written, you know.
Yeah. Do you mean in terms of hard to kind of see through what the lyrics are? Like you have to really think about it, whereas I feel like some of your lyrics, you just hear them and then they are what they are at face value.
Yeah. I mean, I just love, like, I don't know, music. It's all about like feeling to me. Like I don't need the lyrics to be clever.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite lyrics are so simple and stupid.
totally.
You know.
Oh, agreed.
And it's just like less is more, you know. I definitely feel that with your music for sure. It's nice. Like when someone tells you like how they feel, or like you like know where you stand in that situation and you're not trying to like figure
It's
out.
clear.
Yeah.
very
It's clear.
clear.
Yeah.
Is that when you started making music, did you kind of have aspects of what you wanted to create and how you wanted to sound? Did you focus on those, or were you more just like, this for me is a really enjoyable process. I'm just going to keep putting out what I like.
Yeah.
And if it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
No, I mean, I don't think I will have goals, but you never. It's one of my favorite things about making music is that you can never get the thing in your head. Like I will have this idea of this perfect song, but it's like not physically possible to make that, you know. So all I can do is just like my best attempt.
Oh, I love that.
Totally.
That's nice.
Yeah. Has Lontalius, has it always sounded the same? Like, or like, what was it like when you were younger?
I mean, it's pretty similar.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I think like it's more. I guess Lontalius would be like more described as that kind of writing style where it is just like written really quickly and emotive and expressive, and then the kind of sonics of it can change. And I've had, you know, other producers work on it, and which will kind of force me into different spaces, but it's not like fundamentally different.
And so with Race Banyan, obviously, I love the sounds and everything that you do. Like, is that obviously the creative process quite similar? Like, you just want to get it out in one, like finish it in one day?
Yeah, pretty much. I actually find with Race Banyan, I'm like a lot more critical.
Oh,
Maybe because
interesting.
it's not like my emotions. I mean, it still is, but it's not like
Lyrics?
singing and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I think I get to. It's just when you're staring at a computer for too long, you're like, this kick drum doesn't sound like what a kick drum is supposed to sound like.
yeah.
Your head's just like, yeah, you're going crazy listening to it 1,000
Yeah.
times. As Race Banyan, you've played more live shows than Lontalius.
Yeah,
Played at Lollapalooza.
yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, how was that?
What year was that as well?
2016. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wow. So
2016.
almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you would have just been so young.
Yeah, pretty crazy. It was fun. I mean, I loved. It was at Chicago, which is such a cool place. I mean, I played one of those sets where it's like midday and there's no one there, but it was still awesome.
You
yeah.
got to play Lollapalooza. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow, that would have been such a crazy time.
Yeah.
What a crazy life you've lived as a musician.
Yeah.
You've lived many lives,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Well, it's nice getting older because it's like I'm not. At the time, I felt really like I don't know. All that stuff that was happening was obviously amazing, but like it wasn't enough for me at the time. You know, I wanted more. I wanted things to like be bigger or whatever. But now when I look back, I'm just like, oh, I played Lollapalooza. Like I lived in LA for 2 years. Like that's
Yeah.
awesome. So now I can approach like things now with that mentality as well. Like it's just like, well, I'm just going to try my best and have a good time and
Yeah, for sure.
experience and stuff. And then if I have to get a real job later, that's fine. But,
Totally. You got your whole life for that, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if you can just keep going with music and have that be your main source of income and your passion, that's an incredible life to live.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And so, how are you feeling for Laneway?
I'm excited. It's been 10 years of playing Laneway.
Yeah, it's a
um,
fantastic festival.
Your
Yeah,
fourth
it's awesome.
laneway. way. That's so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. So your first laneway you played as Race Banyan,
Yeah.
and then from then on were you Lontalius?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Because the first one I wasn't, because my birthday's on the 27th of January, so it's always like around my birthday.
Yeah.
And I think that first laneway I played, I was 17, so I wasn't allowed to be there.
Did you have to have like a guardian present or something?
No, I think it was just like, I'm playing, so no one's
Like
gonna
no
ask
one's gonna ask.
questions.
Yeah.
Just be silent.
But then it was the after party. I played the after party and I turned 18 at midnight.
Oh my god.
And it was like while I was DJing. It was
Oh my
pretty
gosh,
funny.
that's so fun. You have lived a lot of life.
Yeah, it's so cool. You should be proud of yourself.
I agree.
You've done so much.
Some really amazing things. And you make beautiful music.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who are you excited to see at Laneway?
Oh, I mean, kind of everyone. It's such a good lineup this year. I was just like, I'd forgotten that Alex G was on the lineup, and then I saw it the other day. I was like, oh,
It's going to be a really good day.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And we'll be for sure come and see you.
thank you. Why? Because I like. I'm sure I'll be playing early in the day, but I think it's actually quite cool because the people who come early in the day are like the real heads. You know?
Yes.
Well, so when you go early, it's so much nicer because
more
you can get
relaxed.
food and everything. There's no lines.
No
Yeah,
lines. You
for
can sit in the
sure.
shade if you want to just
Exactly.
Yeah.
listen. You can just like enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And
And do you get nervous before going on stage?
Yeah, definitely.
you still
So-
get nervous after all these years of
Yeah.
performing. How do you cope with that?
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you have like mantras, manifestations?
No.
You're just like, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Feel it.
It's just like I mean I get this with like going to the dentist. Like I'm always like so anxious and before it happens. But then once it's happening, it's fine.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, I can do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why was I so nervous?
But it's just like the anticipation like is so
Yeah.
stressful. So yeah, once I'm on stage, you get a couple songs in, great.
So do you have a band that you'll be performing with?
No, just be myself.
With a guitar?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be so lovely.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about your latest album, Heavy. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, and that's what I did with a band and a producer in the UK. So it is a little different in terms of process, but they're all songs that I wrote at home. And then, well, the idea was to like, okay, I'm very good at writing songs in my bedroom. I could do this forever, but why don't we try something where, okay, I've written the songs, but what if someone else takes them to another place? What if I get, a room full of musicians to kind of approach these songs and see what they come up with?
And what was that like?
It was awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cool. I mean, I think writing is something I'll probably always do myself, but there's a lot of room for other stuff to happen after that. And it's really, I don't know, it's very like invigorating to be in a room full of musicians and we're all kind of empathetic people who, they want to help bring the song to a new place. And that's really cool.
That's
That's
very
awesome.
cool. Yeah, I think you have to be a certain type of person to be creative in that way, to hear things that other people might not, to then give a different life to a song. It's really interesting.
I mean, that's another thing where I think when I was younger, I couldn't handle other people messing with my shit.
Right.
you
You're like,
were like,
no, like
that's-
it needs to be the way I need it. Yeah, want it. Yeah.
I remember when I
that's
was
tough.
finishing my first album in the UK with a great producer, I just remember the whole time I was just like, this doesn't sound like how it used to sound. This is,
Yeah, you're like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, now I love it, but it's like,
Of course.
it's so, I don't know, it's such a hard, it's like really seem,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to give it to someone. Yeah, and but you want to hold on to it. So do you have a studio now, or do you work in your bedroom?
Still mostly my bedroom. I kind of prefer it. I mean, I would love if I could have my own studio exactly how I want it and there's no one around for miles, then I would love that. But I just feel more comfortable in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be in a place, where you feel most comfortable to create your art.
And it's like, I don't know, in terms of, I mean, I live in the city, so if you listen closely on my music, you will hear the bus.
Oh my
I
god,
actually
that's
quite
beautiful.
like that though. Yeah.
It just, I don't know, it is what it is. Like, what am I going to, I mean, the buses, they go 24 hours a day. I
Yes. What are
can't
you
wait
gonna
till I
do? Yeah.
stop. Yeah.
Oh my god, crack art.
That's really
so
cool. I
good.
love that. Amazing.
What's next for you? What have you got going on?
I'm finishing another album at the moment and then hopefully going to tour America next year, which should be great because I've played shows overseas, but I haven't done like a proper headline tour myself. So that's been kind of my main goal, really. Yeah, that's exciting. Race Banyan, I have no idea. I haven't.
That's so funny that Race
Race
Banyan
Banyan
was
can
more...
open up for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's so interesting that Race Banyan was quite prominent in your music journey for some time when you were younger, and then you shifted into Lontalius, and Race Banyan's kind of stepped stepped back a
Yeah.
little bit.
Well, I think a lot of it was just because when I started doing Race Banyan, it was like dance music in this country was like, it was kind of, the demographics were a bit older. It was like more like drum and bass focused or whatever. And it was, it was before Boiler Room and stuff had like really kind of blown up. So it felt, I don't know, it felt more urgent in a way. But whereas like now there are so many DJs and I genuinely feel like they're better than me. Or like I like don't really listen to dance music like that anymore.
Yeah, that's so fair.
Your perspective on that has shifted.
Yeah, it was a time in your life where you needed that kind of music.
Yeah.
Now you're just kind of moving on to something else. And that's okay.
And
who
it might
knows?
come back.
Yeah,
It might come
maybe.
back.
You
Yeah.
never know.
Every time I'm at the gym and I was like, you listen to that like really stupid like EDM music, I'm like, this would be fun to make.
Yeah.
So fun to make.
I mean, I do miss the like DJing like on like a massive sound system is like the coolest feeling in the world.
Yeah, like that energy is very different to the type of energy that I guess we'll see at Laneway and being in the crowd at Laneway.
Yeah, so like Lontalius is so much about like space and quiet.
And there's some Race Banyan's like exact opposite.
Yeah.
I love that.
Whenever I listen to the recordings of like the old Race Banyan shows I was doing, they're just so intense. Because I would do it all like live, like on Ableton. I would just keep bumping up the tempo.
Oh my god.
I have like a phone recording of my set at Laneway in 2015 or whatever, and it's fucked up fast. I'm getting up to like 160, 170. Like I just keep pushing.
Oh my
I
god.
love that.
That's crack.
Thank you so much for coming and chatting with us today. We've had such a lovely time.
Yeah, me too.
Getting to know you. We're such big fans of your music.
Yeah.
And we're super pumped to see you at Laneway. We'll be swaying in the crowd slowly. It's going to be a great time. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
listening, guys. We'll pop all of Lontalius's details and Race Banyan's details down below for you to find. Catch Eddie playing at Laneway 2026.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys there.
Bye.
Bye.